and welcome back. This week I was at my parents' house and decided to film a good old-fashioned what I eat in a day. There's quite a few good recipes in this one, so hope you enjoy. Also, this video is sponsored by Skillshare. You know, that one learning website that has now over 27,000 courses about pretty much any topic you could possibly think of. How to create a good podcast. The easiest way to solve a Rubik's Cube. How to stop procrastinating. The first 500 people to join by clicking the link down below get their first 2 months for free. I began my day with a YouTube workout session. I'm by no means a fitness guru, but if you're interested, I link some of my favorite workout videos to roll around in front of in the description. Breakfast was a few slices of this homemade whole wheat spelt bread and what was supposed to be vegan cream cheese, but then just ended up being regular nut butter. I added a handful of raspberries and also poured over some warmed up peanut butter. Both the bread and the nut butter I made the day before. And here's what I did. For the bread, I first combined all the wet ingredients. Lukewarm water, chia seeds, agave syrup, and a packet of active dry yeast. I let that sit for about 10 minutes, which is enough time to measure out and combine the dry ingredients. Whole wheat flour, white spelt flour, and salt. Then I combined the wet and the dry component, first with a wooden spoon. Then I quickly switched to my hands, kneading the dough for about 5 minutes. Adding just a teaspoon of olive oil makes this whole process so much easier.
Baby, won't you please stay? I'll help you with your decision.
I brushed this beautiful ball of dough with a bit more oil before placing it back into the bowl, then covering it up with a dish towel and placing it someplace warm, like on top of a radiator or next to a bright and sunny window. In the meantime, line a loaf pan with parchment paper. Pro tip, make the paper wet beforehand, so hold it under running water for a few seconds only, then crumple it up, and that way it aligns easier with the baking tin, if that makes any sense. Once the rising time is up, knead the dough again for 30 seconds or so and shape it into this loaf-like shape. Then press it into your baking pan. I placed it into one that's a little too big, but that's fine. Then this went into the oven for 45 to 50 minutes. Now for the cream cheese. First, I let 2/3 of a cup of cashews and 1/3 of a cup of almonds soak in water overnight. Then I drained everything and blended it all up in a food processor. It turned out good. Like, the consistency was pretty on point. However, my question is how to best get rid of that almond flavor. I might try boiling the nuts before blending them next time. Let me know if you know. I had 3 slices total for breakfast, plus the rest of the raspberries, and this little jar of baby food. Yeah, the flavor was Apfelstrudel, which is like German apple cake, basically. It was so yummy. For lunch, I cooked up a mix of millet and red lentils. Then I roughly chopped up a couple onions and this pak choi. Then sauteed both on medium-high in a teaspoon of oil for about 3 minutes or so. Then I put the lid on and let it steam through for another 3 minutes on medium heat. I seasoned the veggies, then added them to my millet and lentils. Also added cherry tomatoes, hummus, and a squeeze of lemon juice. And that was it for lunch. My afternoon consisted of editing videos, writing down recipe ideas, getting distracted by YouTube recommended, and looking for a new longer-term apartment because I've been just living in short-term spaces in Berlin for these past few months and that stopped being fun a while ago. I need a more permanent home. I'll keep you guys updated. A bit later, I had a glass of this kombucha, which I can definitely recommend. It's pretty good. On to dinner. I had this weird idea of doing a bowl of half oatmeal and half smoothie bowl. For the oatmeal part, I decided to go for my favorite oatmeal flavor ever, cinnamon raisin. I have the detailed recipe in a video already. I'll link it up here and down below, but it's basically just all the required ingredients, cooking them in a small pot for like 6 to 10 minutes. For the smoothie part, I blended up a few handfuls of frozen apple slices, chia seeds, cinnamon, and non-dairy milk. The smoothie turned out to be a lot more liquidy than I hoped, which kind of ruined my plans. But it's okay, it was still super yummy. I mean, look at that monochrome bowl of goodness. Let me know if you ever do breakfast for dinner and what that may look like. For snacks later that evening, I had another apple and a handful of dates with peanut butter. And that's it for the day. Big thanks to Skillshare for supporting this and many of my other videos. I recently started this Skillshare course called Branding Your Instagram because posting on this particular platform and having like a cohesive theme is something that I am really bad at. Anyways, this course is taught by Haley Powers, who is, like all the other teachers on Skillshare, an expert in her field. I highly recommend you check her out and the course, and yeah, see if you like it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye!